Very glad, Jeff, that you were very sincere and very heartfelt in what you said. Now I don't feel so bad about being such a jerk. So many of you know Peter either from birth or you knew him as this charismatic, creative leader that he grew into in college. I actually know Peter from a little bit further back than that. The first time I met Peter was in high school. And in high school, I was a part of a fairly tight-knit group of theater geeks and sci-fi nerds, and we had developed that kind of equilibrium that only a group of true friends really achieve, where every personality complements all the others, and there's just this great harmony, and we were just really, truly, honestly comfortable with one another.
Wolfpack.
And then Peter showed up. And at the time, he was a year or two younger than most of us in that group, and a little bit smaller. I mean, he's all man now, but he was still growing at that time, and so we didn't really notice right away when he started to kind of insinuate himself into our group. So it was little things at first, like we'd be eating in the cafeteria at school, and we'd look up and we'd see, there'd be Peter just like a few seats over, just kind of smiling at us. And we realized that he'd been listening to our conversation for like 10 or 15 minutes, and so we just silently get up to bust our trays, and we look back, and there'd Peter be, still sitting and still smiling at us. And it got to be kind of more frequent, and it would happen in more direct ways. You'd tell a joke, and you would hear Peter laugh, even if you hadn't been close enough to really catch the punchline. Or, you'd close your locker door, and he'd be standing there like Freddy Krueger, And then after a while, pretty quickly actually, he started pretty much just tailing us and stalking us. We'd be walking out to pile into my dad's Oldsmobile to go to Alec or something, whatever horrible activity we had planned for the night. And Peter would be there at the back of the group, just like, okay guys, what are we doing? Where are we going? And I'm really ashamed to say this now, but we kind of started to make a game out of, if we could lose him before he could get into that back seat of that Oldsmobile. And keep in mind, we were geeks, we were losers, we were nerds, so we didn't have a lot of opportunities to play that really popular social exclusion game that kids play in high school. On anything except the receiving end. So, this was a new experience for us, and I'm ashamed to say that yes, we did play this game. But the thing about playing games is sometimes the other guy wins. And Pete won. I could say that, he won us over or wore us down, or that, because we were social outcasts ourselves, our hearts just weren't in it. But looking back now, knowing Pete, I think it was something else. And I think it's that when you get to know Pete, you get to know these certain traits that he has. His kindness and his good humor and his honesty, and they all add up to a person who makes for a much better friend than most of us could ever hope to be. And looking back, I feel like maybe we should have been chasing Peter around, but he looked through all of the petty teenage stupidity that we were all mired in at the time, and he saw something in us that told him that maybe we could be decent friends. And Pete seeing that in you makes you want to make it true. So, Peter, I learned so much about being a good friend from you, and I'm just really honored to be here as your best man. It's a big deal to me, and I really appreciate it. Now I gotta say too, something about Jenna. I didn't know Peter as well during that time that he went to college, because neither of us went to college together. We both went to college in different towns. I just wasn't here during that period where you guys met and fell in love. But I do remember that there was a definite moment when you guys started dating, and Pete, you were just really keen on introducing us to Jenna. And that was kind of my first sign that maybe you were really well and truly smitten. And then I met Jenna, and I learned why. I mean, we both have a love of theater and a passion for education, and so there's a lot, personally that I have to like about Jenna. But she has these more universal qualities that I think everybody can appreciate. She has this strength and this grace that, I would say they just don't make anymore, but there she sits, so obviously they do. Because of the board game that Pete and Jenny introduced me to, and my girlfriend Rhiannon, I've actually had occasion to engage in friendly argument with Jenna. It's not an experience I will soon forget. It's not an experience that I would recommend if it can be avoided. To call Jenna a formidable opponent would be inaccurate because it implies that one actually has the chance of winning the argument. Jenna, you have just a razor-sharp intelligence that frankly intimidates me and terrifies me. And Peter, the only advice I can give you in that regard is just to rely on that trademark agreeableness that you have as much as possible. And Jenna, there's one more thing that I really just love about you, and it amazes me every time I see it, and that is that you put up with the video games and the superhero movies and the comic books. Sometimes you even participate in it. That's amazing. And just don't forget that, Peter, okay? Don't ever forget that, because it's stunning. But seriously, you guys make a great team, and you're just the true definition of partnership, and you're wonderful friends. So I'm really happy and grateful that I could be here to witness this, and I'm just grateful that I'm in your lives. So I would like to actually propose a toast to Pete and Jenna, to close friends drawn closer. Here, here. All right, you ready?
Spilled all over myself.